Hi, you're watching Just Picture It, and I'm Fung. This show is about time. John Furey is the founder of the Mind Time Project, which began in 1997. Mind Time is a social sciences research initiative devoted to understanding human thinking and its impact on our world. John has done extensive work internationally and has enjoyed years of fruitful collaboration with teams at the Nature Conservancy, the Royal Bank of Canada, Merrill Lynch, and Hewlett-Packard, and has been on National Public Radio here in the US. He's been a featured speaker in events and workshops in many countries around the world. And traveling around the world, he became curious about how different people in different countries think about time. And he's developed a wonderful visual picture for our patterns of thinking. Welcome, John. We're very glad to have you.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here, Melia. Yeah.
So today, we're going to explore these questions. Who are we, and what is our relation to other people?
Good questions. Good questions. They're very big questions. I think one of the things that I've realized over the years of looking at people around the world is everybody in the world has a relationship with time in one way or another. I mean, for everybody there is a tomorrow, and hopefully, and there's a yesterday, and we have memories. Yes. And it seems that it's one of the things that binds us together as human beings. And in fact, the more we have actually looked at our relationship with time, the more we realize that actually everything that we do begins with our thinking, and our thinking happens within this world of time.
So how does it work with us in our relationship to the environment that we're in?
Well, it's interesting. If you think about it, a country like Switzerland has a very sort of staid and straightforward and planned order to things, where you come to America and certainly Silicon Valley, and we're all over the map. We're all about the future and visions and things. So we create our cultures, we create our environments, which are a product of our thoughts. And in fact, if you look around you, there really is nothing in the man-made world that has not actually started its life as a thought. So because thoughts are framed or created within this temporality, comes from the Latin word tempus, which means time, because our thoughts come from time, we could basically say that human thinking in time has created the world around us.
Wow.
Yes.
So if human thinking has created the world around us, has human thinking created time? What is the connection between our minds and time?
Oh, I wish I could answer that. It's almost as though that's one step beyond what we can really get to. What we do know is it's the human mind that created the past and the future. Time is just time. It's one of the essential dimensions of our universe. Arguably, it exists outside of us. However, our particular perceptions of it, the way we actually use it to create a world, the way we use it to form our thoughts, and how it actually drives our personality and our interactions with other people, that's very uniquely human, I think.
So there's a picture that you've created about our different patterns of thinking. So let's take a look at that picture.
Well, yes. In fact, this is, if you will, a map of the world of thinking. So if human thinking is bound by time, which is the sort of basic theory that we've been operating on for about 20 years now in our research work, then it stands to reason if there's a future, a present, and a past, we can actually create a map, a triangle, and those three become the APCs on that triangle. And what's interesting, as you can see in the picture, is that all of the sort of human concepts, the things that we really feel describe humans, like hope and truth and harmony, can all, if you will, be said to arrive or arise out of that actual world of thinking, which is mapped in this particular very simple triangle.
So, but inside that triangle, there's different colors and there's different kind of patterns. What's going on there?
That's the operative word, patterns. So our thought patterns, quite literally, are different. So we understand people have differences, different personalities, different temperaments, different characters. One of the most fundamental differences we have is that we think blending future, past, and present, or possibility, certainty, and probability in different ways. And those are thought patterns at work which express themselves in the world itself.
So let's take a look at one of those corners of the triangle.
Okay.
Certainty.
Right. Okay, so certainty, the patterns of thought of certainty are, I know you're here, you see. And so I can know a lot about you. So the pattern of certainty is one which accumulates information, brings in knowledge. It really tries to understand, and it really, in many ways, fashions the meaning to things that we actually have as human beings. So scientists and architects and engineers and academics who need to really understand, who need to get to the depth and to the bottom of things, they think in these long, slow, deep patterns of thought. And what it does is it creates truth, it creates reality, it creates solidity. It's the sort of, it's the foundation of our, if you will, our way of thinking about things. It's what I can actually know about you.
So I can get that science is a way that we've actually tried to understand certainty. If I do this, then this will happen.
Right.
But what about technology? People feel today technology is very uncertain, and there's, well, not uncertain, but it could go in many directions. What's the difference between science and technology?
I'm not sure there really is a difference from the point of view of thinking, at least. The certainty in the technology is that if you put a certain chip on a computer board, that it will do a certain thing. We can produce millions of copies of a computer, and we know with certainty that as long as we produce the same circuit board, we actually will have the same result at the end of the day. And it's that kind of pragmatic certainty. It's that kind of like, yes, if we do the same thing over and over again, we don't need science to tell us that it gives us certainty. We actually have it in our own experience of life.
So we can feel it. It's part of us.
Yes, I mean, you have a certainty about it. If I pull the handle of my door, the door will open. You don't have to question it every time you arrive at your door. Or, you know, if I pick the phone up, we hope there will be a signal. We don't have to question it every single time. So these are certainties that we can have in our world.
Okay, so you're talking about opening a door. Now we're going from certainty to perhaps probability.
Maybe it doesn't open.
It doesn't, yeah, maybe it doesn't open. So you've got something else here talking about probability.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll open, maybe it won't open.
Well, and let's switch from the door because we hope the door will always open. But actually, what if the door was locked? So if you know you're going to go to a locked door, you're going to have a plan. And you're going to have a plan to have gotten the key before you get to the door. So probability is really that part of our thinking. It's the patterns of thought which don't deal with certainty, but they deal with what can I be relatively assured of. If I have a key to this door and it's the right key, I can be relatively assured that the key will actually open the door. If I organize with my friends to meet at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I can be relatively assured that we will all get together at the same time and we understand what 3 o'clock means. In other words, we can plan our way there. And it's this idea that we can plan for our goals in the relatively near term, that these particular patterns of thought really are about. It's that frame of time, or that time frame that is bound by, I know that if I do this and this and this, I will get to there. Processes, plans, structure, organization itself is all about these sort of patterns of thought that bring a sense of harmony and stability to our world. They're what make it livable, manageable. They, if you will, take out the chaos, and they give us a sense of continuity in life.
Okay, so now I understand that within the triangle, we've got another angle, which is our last angle.
That's
and
right.
so now we've talked about certainty, we've talked about probability, and what's next?
Possibility. So we've dealt with certainty being the past and probability being the present, and not the present as in the moment of now, but the present as in our thought patterns about the upcoming present. And then future, possibility. It's wide open.